YouTube. It is your girl, Dr. J, and we are here for this week's Summer of Science project. We didn't do as in-depth one as we would have liked to do for biology, but we were just really busy. This weekend we were gone because the kids qualified at our state meet to represent the state at a regional track competition we had this weekend. So Salamander did the 100-meter dash. He did the turbo javelin and the long jump. Did excellent. Faster Fox did the 1500-meter dash and the long jump and turbo javelin. And Speedster did the 1500 meters high jump and turbo javelin. So it was great. And then we had, one DRS, and then we had to do dance. Well, they had to do, I just sat there. But they did dance. So the boys did hip-hop, and then Faster Fox had jazz, ballet, and tap all yesterday for a big kind of showing off for the summer. So that was 3 hours there. So we have been... This has been a busy time for us, but we did have time to do a really cool project. And what we did was we started with one of our chicken eggs. These are from the chickens that we have. We told you guys that we had chickens. And who do you guys think laid this one?
It was either Arrow, Spunky, or Coco. I mean, Tylee or Coco.
And so the big thing with these eggs, the reason why we use these eggs is because we think a couple of the chickens are getting old, and so their eggs that they're laying, they're not as good for us to eat because they're starting to have like a lot of calcium deposit on the top. So we said, well, since we're not going to eat them, let's do some science with them. So we decided to do the experiment. What happens if you place an egg in vinegar? And so we did a raw egg, and each one of them put vinegar in a cup, and we left it for about 24 hours, just over 24 hours. And so you guys can kind of take, this is Salamander's. I'm not going to have him take his out his cup because I can't tell if you guys can see, like you guys see that moving around in there? Can y'all see that moving around? That's that yolk kind of moving around. But Faster Fox, you want to take yours out and show? Like, how is it different? What happened? How is it different from this egg?
I think that the shell got broken off by the vinegar.
So you guys see? Like... So yeah, you can see it kind of moving around there. It's almost like it's still in that little protective covering. You guys see, sometimes when you crack an egg, they have that kind of clear covering.
They're a little bigger than when they came out.
Yeah, it's like the size comparison. Let's see if you guys can see the size comparison where the eggs, when we put them in the vinegar, the kids were like, are they getting bigger? And you can kind of see, for size comparison, that it seems like they did get a little bit bigger from being in the vinegar. And, let me put it in your cup. And so, you guys can kind of see, I put them on this little Lazy Susan. Let's see if y'all can. So you can see kind of the comparison. And so pretty much all of the white shell, this one, Salamanders, you can still see a little bit of the white from the shell. But with his, you can see the liquid a lot better too. And then so just comparing, just having it in a glass of vinegar. And that's all we did was they put the egg in the cup, and then they topped it with vinegar. And can't tell if you guys can see where the shell is pretty much, this one, the shell is pretty much off of this one as well. And so it's a really neat experience. A lot of times people do this one for chemistry to show chemical reactions because the vinegar basically disintegrated all of the calcium. And as you guys can see, it's a little bit cloudy, but it's still pretty clear for vinegar. It still looks like vinegar. But you actually get to really have a up-close look at what it's like inside that shell. Like it's very liquidy. You can see the yolk really well. So this is a pretty neat experience.
It gets softer
Yeah,
when you the longer you put it in there.
Yeah, this one's like hard. This one's squishy.
Yep. So
This one got put in yesterday night, and now it's just past 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. So this was a fun one. We got to see. You got some words, Salamander?
Once when the chickens packed out an egg, there was something around the yolk. I think that's what this is.
Oh, okay, something around the yolk. So what we're actually going to do is I'm going to let them experiment with the eggs a little bit more, but we're going to do that outside, and there tends to be a lot of background noise, so I'm not going to film it, but they're going to actually be able to take these out and see if they'll bounce and stuff like that. But this was a really fun experiment for us to do. It really was interesting because you got to see kind of the vinegar just do what it does, do that job of disintegrating that egg, and we didn't do anything after we just put it in there. So it just completely ate away, the acid just completely ate away at that egg, which was at that egg shell, which was really, really interesting. And it makes you really wonder when we drink vinegar or put vinegar in our food and stuff like that. So this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys have any last words to say?
Once we found an egg in the coop with a yolk, and there was some stuff around the yolk, but there was no shell.
Oh, very interesting. So the chickens had pecked away at the shell and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that we did learn about chickens. Chickens will eat eggs. So you have to go get the eggs pretty within about 24 to 48 hours after they lay them, because if they feel like you haven't fed them enough, they will just go ahead and eat the egg themselves. So we hope this helps you guys see how we did our summer science this week. And this is Dr. J and
Faster Fox.
Speedster, salamander.
bye-bye.
Bye.